Hello, everyone. Welcome to the round 9 review where we had some good scores and we had some really bad scores. All right, so first off, as always, we're going to start off with the trades. We traded out Matthew Flynn and we traded out Riley Bice. We brought in Tristan Cherry in the flex position. He went big. And we traded in Hugh Boxall, who spent more than half the game on the bench. Alright, so we went early on him. Not sure how I feel about that. It'll depend on if he's picked next week. Alright, so next we've got the captain and vice captain. Yeah, we put the vice captain on TDK. I know. I had it on Jack McRae. He also didn't do very well, but yeah, we didn't take the 104. And we've got Lockie Neal here. He scored a nice 81. Wow. He decided to not turn up for the first half or the first three quarters, and yeah, a measly 81 for a captain score. If only I'd put the C on Cherry. Alright, so if we put the 81 here, yeah, that's not a good score, and it brings our average back down to 123 for captains. Alright, I think Lockout has just lifted, so yeah, we can... Actually, first I'll zoom in here so you can see. There you go. It's a bit better. There you go. 81, 123. No good, no good. All right, I think Lockout has just lifted, so yeah, let's check out, see how we did. All right, so we scored 2,400 on the dot, and yeah, we lost 500 spots in rankings. Geez, that captaincy choice really hurt. Ah, man, but at least we got Cherry in. Yeah, he's going to be like 680k or something now. Something like that. Anyway, let's go into the team. See how we did. See how each individual player did. Yeah, won 5 out of 8 league matchups. Alright, we've got 93k left in the bank. 2 trades, well, 2 boosts left still. So, yeah, we'll use them this week, not sure. Alright, starting off from the back line. Whitfield, 116. Pretty good. It's about his average for the season, and it was on a small ground in Geelong. So, yeah, we'll definitely take that. Harry Sheasel, 101. Yeah, still playing that halfback, but yeah, still turned up, which is good. I think it's about 5th or 6th in a row he's done that, so we're happy with that. Zorko the Magnificent was back. He scored a 166. This is something I expected Lockie Neal to do. Should have put the captain on Zorko, maybe, if I was going to do a Brisbane player. Now, Jordan Clark. I said in the video last week that, he said it himself that he was disappointed and embarrassed. And he came back out and he repaid us with a 146. Now, I said in the captaincy vice captain video last week, hey, I've got Jordan Clark as my only option if I'm using Harry Boyd, but I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, I put it on TDK instead. I should have, took that as a sign from the Supercoach gods that, that Jordan Clark was going to go big. So, yeah, should have put the VC on Clark because I have no Brayshaw or Dacos. Oh, man. Well, man, that would have been, that would have got me an extra, do some quick maths here, another 65 points. So, 2,465 I would have scored. Anyway, nothing I can do. Matt Roberts, now his problem is not, he gets the ball enough. He just turned it over a lot. How do you do that against Essendon? My goodness. But, if he cleans that up a bit and then looking at obviously a higher score. Zachary Reid, 133. Could he be, like I know I've said before, he could be a keeper. And, I was taking a bit of the P155. But could he be a keeper? 133, he's gone, I think he turned up last week, 90 scores, and he had like a 30-something score, but, we're definitely getting more, 90-plus scores, than those dud scores. So, anyway, worst case scenario, he's going to be making us money. Actually, what's his break even now? Surely still in the negatives. Yep, -9, and this 133 will be in his system for at least another 2 weeks, so we hold on to him. Matt Carroll, he didn't play, he got dropped, but you've got a couple of injuries to McGovern and Cowan, and I think he was taken out of the VFL game the next day, so there could be a sign that he is coming in. And we got Liam O'Connell here, scored a 49. Actually, that really low score will be out of his system. Yep, 11. Minus 11 his break even is, but I'd probably expect more of these 50 scores. Going to be a really slow burn. I'm just going to probably just let him sit there at D8. All right, Zach Merritt, 76. He got tagged by Jordan. Yeah, he got let off. Actually, he was, hit Nick Blakey in the head, going for the ball, and apparently hitting, forcing Nick Blakey from the field. But yeah, he hasn't been suspended, so we're happy with that. As both an Essendon supporter and an owner in Supercoach, him versus Dacos. Well, they both scored the exact same thing, 76, but fully expect him to bounce back against the Bulldogs and then Richmond the following week. Lockie Neal, well, as discussed earlier, he decided to not turn up until about three-quarter time. Well, three-quarter time, he was on about 40 or so. But, 81. I'm probably never going to put the straight captain on you again. Vice captain, maybe. Captain, no. I just can't trust you anymore, I don't think, Lockie. Sorry to say. Showdown medalist Connor Rozee, 134. Beautiful. Adam Chera, 83. Another score in the 80s. Actually, I swear he scored like 80, 83 last week too. He's very consistent. What did he score? 81, 82, 83. So going by that, he should score 84 next week. All right, what's his break even now? His break even is 118. Okay. Who's he playing? Sydney as well. So he won't get or does he get the Jordan tag? No, he won't. But he was forced to play in the back line just because of some injuries, like I said before, Cowan and McGovern. So hopefully he can get back in the middle next week. Levi Ashcroft, was happy to put him on field because they were playing North Melbourne. He got off to a hot start, and then, he stopped at like three-quarter time. So what's his break even now? 50. Playing Melbourne this week, another nice matchup. So probably keep on to him. He should get up to that 400k mark, hopefully. Elijah Hewitt. And I don't swear much on this channel, but what the fuck was that? 33 against Richmond. Wow. I can't believe it. You're on the chopping block. Actually, I know I'm doing this a lot, but what's his break even? 46. You might not even get that. So you might be on the chopping block, young Elijah. Xavier Lindsay, 71. Yep, nice score from a rookie. And, 36. Still want money to make. Now, Henry Hustwaite. Now, this isn't directed at you. This is directed at your absolute... I can't fucking stand him, Sam Mitchell, for subbing you off at halftime. Go and get fucked. He would have been a very popular trade-in. That's probably killed his cash generation. Does he even play next week? We thought he was guaranteed 4 weeks, but this is his third. His fourth next week, and then Connor Nash comes back. Does he even stay in the side? Do we have another dead rookie? I freaking hope not. Anyway, moving on. Kako, 30, slow as the Burns. You're on the chopping block. Tom Gross, 46. Another one. Absolutely fuck off, McQualter. Bring him on with 10 minutes to go. And he scores a 46. He scored 13 more points than Elijah Hewitt in the last 10 minutes. And he was probably a bit unlucky he got ran down from behind. He could have kicked the winning goal. And he could have given him like an extra 50 points. He might have turned up in the last 10 minutes. But no, only joking. But give him a game next week, for the love of God. Just play the kids. Fuck all these, Tim Kellys, etc. off. Give the kids a game. Him, Clay Hall, whatever other kids they have. Anyway, enough about that. Hugh Boxall, 38. Another one. Ross Lyon, give him 49% game time. Might as well just fucking made him the sub. Oh, by the way, we changed from Neil Erasmus to Boxall because Neil Erasmus was the sub. Another one. Freaking stuff you, Justin Longmire as well. Longmuir even. Anyway, hopefully he can get a game in the next round. Anyway, give him a game. Surely got to give him a game against West Coast. Give someone like, I don't know, Jack Steele or something. Maybe someone who's a bit sore. Give him a rest. Anyway. All right, on to the big boys in the ruck. Now, I think these two, I'm just going to vice captain these guys. All right, where possible. Max Gawn, 142. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, he's 735k. And we got Tristan Cherry. Yeah, had to get him. Thought I had to get him in this week. Otherwise, it's going to be unreachable. A 186. Another excellent score. Mwah, chef's kiss. All right. Yeah, he's just absolute beast, Cherry. Boyd didn't play. Petrarca, 99, which he's bang on his average. You know, the next best score when you don't ton up. Bailey Smith, 154. Yep, everyone's got him. Rankin, bit disappointing with a 97. Didn't get too much of the ball. Kicked a nice goal in the last quarter. Or was it the third quarter? I can't remember. But yeah, nearly tonned up. So yeah, we'll take that. Horn Francis, 118. Yep, beautiful. Jack McRae, bit down, 79, but everyone's got him. Now, another one that everyone's got, Caleb Daniel, but there are some people that are looking to trade him out. And before today, being the Sunday, I was thinking, what the hell are these guys on about? This guy's playing in the backline for North Melbourne. He's got the Zeeble, Aaron Hall, Zach Fisher role of years gone by. He'll be right. But at 51, man, Caleb, those are rookie numbers. That's not good enough. But, he is averaging 93, so might give him at least another week just to see if he can get back some of that form. Cleary, 35. What's his break even? Is it time for him to go? Ooh, break even in 55, so he's on the chopping block as well. All right, and we've got Johnson, dead rookie, and De Koning, 104. We put the vice captain on, but yeah, it wasn't enough. As long as Pitnet is out of the side, then we might just keep him there. All right, so what might my trades be this week? Well, who don't I have? Well, I haven't got the Bont. I haven't got Butters. I'm waiting just to build up some bank before the buys, and yeah, bring him in, around 13 or after their buy. They both had, I think Bont got he finished on 91 and then scaling at the end of the game. He got 99. Yeah, of course the Bont got extra points. And yeah, Butters had a slightly down game, compared to what he has in his first few weeks anyway. So, they might come down in price a little bit. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that. But yeah, looking to get them in, around 13 after their buy. All right, so I'm not going to get those guys in just yet. Now, I do have someone that I'm targeting. I just wonder if I have enough cash. So who do I want to trade out here? I think I want to trade out... Let's trade out Hewitt. All right, and we'll also trade out... He's got more money on him, so Cleary. And then... Let's go with... Now, one guy I wanted to bring in, I was happy to even go in early on him, was Lewis Hayes from Essendon. First game, but unfortunately he's done his ACL, so yeah, unlucky for the young man. Worked so hard for 2 years in the VFL, comes in for his well-deserved first game, and he does an ACL. So yeah, hoping he can come back. Alright, so who's the guy that I want? Well, there's one guy, Max Holmes, who's 498k. But it's not the guy I was originally looking at. He's a possibility. But the guy I had in mind was Jack Sinclair. Alright, so that's one. So that only leaves me with 110k. So am I going to be able to bring in anyone else? Only one I can think of is a 99k player who's only played one game, but I expect this guy to get dropped. It is one Archer Day Wicks, 99k, forward mid. Even if he doesn't play, could he be, just a handy loophole option? But is it too early to be doing that? If I trade him in, let's just do it for now. I might do that. But I do think Archer Day Wicks will be in for, what's his name? For Jade Gresham. So we could even put Kako here, put Kako as the emergency. But yeah, that's a pretty weak, that's a pretty weak bench in the midfield. Yeah, will I stick with this? I'm not too sure. Where's Sinclair? There he is. Does get one rookie off the field though. So Ashcroft, he's scoring solidly enough. Lindsay, Hustwaite as long as he plays. Even if Archer Day Wicks doesn't play, maybe I can loophole. Maybe. When does Essendon play? Yeah. Or do we trade out someone else? Do we trade out Kako? No, but he hasn't made enough money. Might just leave it like that for now, and yeah, I'll definitely be changing it for the captain, vice captain video anyway. Speaking of vice captain, who are these big boys playing? When does St Kilda play? Okay, St Kilda plays last, so yeah, we can definitely do. Who plays first? Well, Jesus, North Melbourne's playing Richmond. Okay, so yeah, that's. Get back here. Actually, what am I doing? Oh, okay, he actually plays first. Okay, vice captain definitely going on Cherry. And I'll know by the time, it should be about 3/4 time. I'm pretty sure I will know if I want to take Tristan Cherry's score. If not, bring on Gorn. Alright, well, that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.